Immortalized in song by Canadian balladeer Gordon Lightfoot, the Edmund Fitzgerald was a 700-foot-long freighter which sank in a massive storm in 1973, tragically taking 29 souls with her.
What was so surprising to me is that, for as famous as this wreck is, it's not the greatest loss of life on Lake Superior.
It's not at all. No, that would be the minesweepers.
The minesweepers. So let's talk about these minesweepers. First of all, these ships are built to do a very particular, very dangerous job, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So during World War I, there were thousands of mines that were put around ports and shipping lanes, over 43,000 by the Germans alone.
Wow.
So the French Naval Commission needed to build more minesweepers.
Desperate to clear the English Channel of explosives and protect Allied vessels, the French commissioned a small fleet of steel-hulled ships over 140 feet long. They were able to clear bombs from the water by trawling beneath them to sever their anchors. Once detached from the bottom, the mines would float to the surface, where they could be destroyed by guns mounted fore and aft.
And so why not build them in France?
So the French shipyards were overrun. They were overwhelmed. So at that point, they looked at the Canadian Car and Foundry Company in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
They don't sound like a ship company.
No, they built railroad boxcars.
Okay.
They had to transition.
Indeed, the Canadian Car Company had never built ships before, yet they agreed to deliver 12 brand-new minesweepers in just 6 months. 9 of the vessels launched from the shipyards in Thunder Bay made it to the Atlantic uneventfully, and it seemed like the last 3 would follow when they left port midday on November 23, 1918.
So the 3 ships are
Inkerman, Cyrosol, and Sebastopol, and under the command of a man by the name of Marcel Leclerc. So under his command, those 3 left Thunder Bay, and it was just beautiful conditions.
So they left, not a cloud in the sky, everything's fine.
Exactly, and some of the people in the port said, you're gonna have smooth sailing all the way to Sault Ste. Marie.
So Leclerc is on the Sebastopol.
Correct.
This is the only ship that will make it of the 3.
That's absolutely correct.
And at what point do things start to turn?
Probably around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night on the 23rd. And now the waves are getting bigger. He's noticing the wind is picking up. And then soon after that, now they have waves that are crashing over the bows of the vessel. Now he knows he's getting into some weather.
Forget whatever image you have of a day at the lake. The Great Lakes are more like inland seas, with weather that is notoriously unpredictable, and for thousands of ships caught in her grip, unsurvivable.
But he can see the other 2 ships. He can see Inkerman and Cyrosol, right?
He could. Yep, they were all 3 still together at that point. Around 11 o'clock at night on the 23rd, then things really started to get bad.
According to Captain Leclerc, 50-mile-an-hour winds generating 18-foot waves are threatening to roll the ships over. Water is getting to the Sebastopol's engine room, and steering is undependable.
Right around 1 a.m., Leclerc loses sight of Inkerman and Cyrosol, and that's the last time anybody ever saw those ships again.